Welcome back to the channel, and thank you all for coming back. 1,000 welcomes, as they like to say in Scotland. Instead of just going through my workout, you can kind of see what I'm doing. Instead of just kind of talking about the workout itself that you're watching, I wanted to at least take a little bit of time to talk about the kind of equipment you need to train for the Highland Games. Now you can see in my video, I'm only using a barbell, my rack, a bench, and weights, and that's really all I'm using. And I think the point I just kind of want to get across is that you don't need a whole lot of equipment in order to train for the Highland Games, or to train to get strong for that matter. I'm using a programming approach called Starting Strength. You could use that. I'm using kind of a modified version because of my knees. Squats are kind of dicey for me right now, so I'm not doing that, but I'm doing kind of a version of it. But whatever kind of approach you need, just to build general strength, you don't need a whole lot of equipment. I bought a really nice rack. It's from Bells of Steel. It's 3x3. I got nice all new matching plates. I picked myself up some specialized barbells and stuff. That's just all for me. But if you just want to train to get strong, you can get a squat rack, bench, and you'll need storage for your weights. But some weights, you can buy them off used marketplaces and different stuff like that, and get a really good setup for fairly affordable price. But it could even get cheaper than that. I like working out with barbells. I think it's very versatile. You can do a whole bunch of different stuff with them. But I remember during the government lockdowns during the COVID time that I didn't have any of this stuff. I just had a 1-inch barbell. I didn't have a rack or anything. I had a Bowflex, which I could do some maybe bodybuilding kind of stuff, but the majority of my fitness training was actually done on a field. I have a collection of stones ranging from about 250 down to about 10 pounds, different sizes, different shapes and things like that. And I got really good training in with just stones, and they're free. You might have to go around and gather them up, the various sizes and stuff. I also used arcabers as part of the training as well, as part of my fitness. And I just did it out on the field by my place, and that's where I keep the stones on this field by my place. And really, that's all I did, and I got some pretty good workouts doing that. And if you know what you're doing, and I plan at some point in the future to do a video on how to work out with stones, it's pretty cool. It's actually a really cool way to work out. It's kind of like, it's just you and stones and sticks, and you're working out, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool way to work out. So maybe next summer or spring, I will do a video on how to do that. I'll go to the field, which the stones are still there, so you can do some training there. I'd like to show you, how to kind of train for that without really any cost. So there are other ways to train. You can get sandbags and fill them up with sand. And really, if that's all you have, you can get a couple different size sandbags. You can get a really good workout where you train different body parts, different movement patterns, and can get really strong doing that. So I don't know if that's, I hope that's an encouragement to you that you don't need to invest the kind of money that I invested. Now, my gym isn't like top of the line or anything, but it's a nice gym. I love it. It's great. It has everything I need, and then a lot of stuff that I don't need as well, that I just enjoy training with. So I just wanted to hopefully encourage you that there's lots of ways to build a home gym, and you can get some good trainings with different approaches to get you prepared to throw in the Highland Games. It's an ancient sport that has been played for centuries, and they didn't have racks and barbells and this kind of stuff back in the day. They just had rocks and sticks, and that's what they, if they did any training, that's what they would have trained with. So yeah, Highland Games is very interesting in that it's more about knowing how to train than the equipment that you're training with. I really love racks and barbells and that kind of stuff, so that's what I train with. But maybe in the future, I'll show different styles of potential training you can do. Right now, I'm doing pen lay rows in the rack. Again, I do it inside the rack because it's quieter than dropping it on the floor. My wife's at home working today, and I don't want to disrupt her work. Here's 225. So if you remember from last time I did, it would have been 195. And so I'm doing a linear progression. So each time I do this, I just add 5 pounds to the barbell and keep going up like that until I can't anymore. And then I'll start adding 2.5 to the barbell instead of 5 until I can't do that. And then I will add, say, 1 pound to the barbell each time I do it. And that's, it's slow, it's kind of boring, but really that's how you progress. All right, see you guys.